So tonight I've got a theme of releasing the lower back, because I've noticed how my hamstrings have been getting tighter, and I'm thinking, how is that possible when I'm doing yoga every day? And it's because I'm doing so much more sitting, and with the sitting and the kind of shorter hamstrings, I'm starting to feel it. So I did a session on the lower back yesterday, and I felt so much better. So I thought I would share that with you, and yeah, let me know how it feels. So if you want to add music, you can press play now, or you can choose your own, or just have your own music. So let's just start by finding a nice, comfortable seat. Just moving around, rolling around in your spine. And feel free to take any direction, guided by your body, your creaks, the areas of tightness. And just coming back to your center. Take a big inhale, lifting up. And a long exhale, bringing your palms to your center. Just settling in here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. If you wish, you can take the eyes, the chin, all the way up. And then bringing the chin all the way down towards your chest. Just releasing the hands, rolling the head from side to side. You might find the breath starts to connect with your movement, breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you release, chin towards the chest. And coming back to your center. So start to crawl the hands forward, take a nice stretch. And sliding the hands back towards you, press down behind, inhaling, lifting from the chest. And releasing the back, calling the hands forward one more time. And maybe taking the hands over to the right side. Nice stretch, that feels good. Your head can be towards the ground, or it can just be lifted. Just take a nice stretch to the side body. And back to the center, crawling the hands back towards you. Press down behind, take a big inhale, lifting. Maybe lift the hips as well this time. Maybe drop the head down behind if that's comfortable on your neck. And exhaling, crawling the hands forward, this time walking over to the other side. Placing the hand that's furthest away on top of the other hand. Nice side stretch. Coming back to your center, sliding the hands back towards you. And take a big inhale, lifting your right or your left, going whichever way you wish, softening the elbow down. You can look down, you can look up, maybe a little bit of both. And then take a big inhale, lifting all the way up and around into a twist. Just be nice and soft in your twist right now. Coming back to the center, inhaling, one arm long. And rolling up and over, softening the elbow. Feel a nice side stretch. And take a big inhale, lifting up and then into your twist. And just taking a nice little few more twists, nice and soft in the body. Quite often you can be quite rigid when you twist, and you can hold tension in the twist. So just being really nice and soft and easy. Let everything relax. And then take a big inhale, lifting up. And placing the hands behind your head, the elbows out wide. Inhale, lifting the chin. Exhaling, drawing the elbows into towards each other. Twice more, opening out. Exhale, rounding the back. One more time. You can take the arms, the hands away a little bit. Just see what feels nice. And just a little rotation through the spine. And releasing the hands down, rolling forward, taking a nice stretch. And just releasing any tension, softening the elbows. Gentle roll side to side. And pulling hands up. Taking the knees together, rolling around, coming to all fours. And you can just take a moment here if you wish to just get nice and heavy down into the mat, really sinking the shins, sinking the hands. Feeling that support, that stability. And in your own time, start to roll around in your spine, moving however feels nice. Nice fluid flow. Coming back to all fours, rolling through a cat-cow as you inhale, lowering the abdomen down. And then exhale, chin rolling in, rounding the back. Twice more. Breathing into your spine, breathing in space between the vertebrae. One more time. And coming back to all fours, sinking hips to heels, take a nice stretch in your child's pose. Maybe rolling the head from side to side, give your forehead a little massage while you're here. Inhale, rising up to all fours and start to sink the hips forward, maybe walking the hands forward a little. Really opening through the spine here. And anytime it feels a little bit too much to do a back bend, you just take it a little lower and see what feels good. Rolling down. Inhale, lifting up. Taking the hips to heels, child's pose. Inhaling. Coming to all fours, spread the fingers, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. And just settling into your downward dog, maybe leaning over to one side, take a nice stretch through the hamstrings, the back of the legs. And then start to walk or crawl the hands back towards you. Maybe the feet move a little bit too, settling into your forward fold. Just have the hands a little forward. You can have a little roll forward and back. Or maybe catching a hold of the elbows. And start to slide up slowly, notch by notch, softening the knees as you roll all the way up. Taking the shoulders high, inhaling up and over. And take a big inhale, lifting up. Easy exhale, rolling forward and down. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, folding down. Twice more. Take a big inhale, lifting up, looking up. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhaling. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhaling halfway. Easy exhale. One more time, lifting, rising, palms to your heart center. One more time in your own time, with your own breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhaling. And just take a little walk. You can soften the knees, walking round to one side, walking around to the other. Nice twist through the side body. And then take a big inhale, rolling all the way up. Big inhale, lifting the hands, and exhale, throwing the hands all the way forward and down. Inhale, lifting them. Exhale. One more time, breathing out through the mouth. Let everything go. And just let everything flop down. So no tension in the shoulders, in the arms, or in the head. Just loosen off a few yeses, a few nos. And then whenever you're ready, bringing the palms down and crawling your way back to your downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, sweeping the right leg behind you. Exhale, stepping through between the hands. Just ease. You can stay for a nice stretch here if you wish. And then easing the back knee down. Inhale, opening. Taking the hands behind your lower back. And then exhale, releasing here, tucking the back toe and coming back towards your heel. Take a nice stretch. Walking forward, coming into your twist, inhaling. And easy exhale. This time, tucking the back toe, lifting the back leg, inhaling into your twist, same side. Exhaling, going round to the other side. Opening. Exhaling, step back to your downward facing dog. Taking a flow, rolling forward to your plank pose. Just take a moment here. It's always important for the lower back to build some strength in your core. A little bit of ease mindset here, just staying here, just feeling. And then whenever you're ready, you can lower down all the way in one whole line or bringing the knees down. Inhale, sliding forward and up, cobra. And exhale, rolling that down. Press down. Take your way back to your downward facing dog. Just rolling through, however feels good. Stretching out. Take a big inhale, lifting the left leg behind you. Exhale, stepping through between the hands. And take a nice stretch, nice long leg behind you. And exhaling, releasing the knee back down to the ground. Inhale, take the arms behind, hands behind your shoulders. Not the shoulders. Shoulders are up here. It's good that I know where the shoulders are. Exhale, releasing here. Tucking the back toe and taking a little walk back to your heel. And just a little sway here. You can have a little softness and then inhale, start to walk forward, coming into a nice twist, left side. Exhaling, tucking the back toe, lifting the back thigh, and one more twist to the left. Then rolling round with the breath. Inhale. Easy exhale, step back to your downward facing dog and roll out to a plank pose. And whenever you're ready, you can roll way down. Nice long line, or taking the knees down. Inhale. And exhale, lifting up and back, downward facing. Just taking the knees down, sinking hips to heels, or maybe another flow if you're feeling energetic tonight. Whenever you're ready, take a big breath in, inhaling to all fours. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, sweeping the right leg behind you. Exhale, stepping through between the hands. Nice long, straight leg behind, really stretching out. And then stepping back to your plank pose. Now we're going to go for a little roll here. So you can take a number of options of rolling from side to side in your side plank, or maybe taking one knee down and opening out for a lower option. Doing what feels good in your body. Lowering all the way down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And inhale, roll forward to your plank pose. And from here, you're going to go a little lower if you wish, coming to a dolphin plank. So bringing the forearms down. And the hands can be straight ahead or the hands can be together. And just a little roll forwards onto the tiptoes and back. Feeling fire in the core, in the belly. And bringing the knees down. And walk your way back, hips to heels, child's pose. Maybe do a walk over to one side, nice side stretch. And coming over to the other side. And coming back to your center. Press down and coming to all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. I'm going to start to bring or crawl the hands back towards your feet. And taking the feet a little wider and sinking down into a squat. So the heels might come down, they might not. And we're just going to have a little walk around. We're just going to start to move from side to side, bringing a foot up, maybe not. And really travel around your mat. Maybe travel outside of your mat. See how far you can travel. Nice grounding energy, nice grounding for the back. And you can do all sorts in here. Maybe stretch one leg out to the side. Maybe rolling around, walking around a little way, and then maybe stretching the other side out too. Coming back to your center. Walking your way back. Just pausing here, bringing your palms together. Nice strong breath. Maybe the elbows will come wide so the forearms are parallel to your mat. Just a little roll from side to side. And taking the hands down, we take a nice stretch here. So really reach the fingertips forward, the hips are leaning back. And just rest the head down between the arms. Allowing space into the vertebrae. And then start to draw the fingers back towards you. Press down, lifting the hips high, taking a nice stretch here. And rolling up, notch by notch. So taking the feet together again, take a big inhale. And bringing your palms together at your heart center. And just taking the toes up. Lifting the toes and then spreading them down, maybe one toe at a time. And then doing the same with the fingers, taking the fingers apart and joining the fingers all together. And once again, bringing the forearms parallel to the earth. You start to lift and feel the length through your spine. Suddenly more space appearing between your shoulders and your ears. If you wish to come into a balance, gently tip Onto the balls of your feet, rolling up. Rolling down. One more time, rolling with the arms lifting. Exhale, releasing the heels to the floor. Just a little roll from side to side, loosening off. And feel this as one whole body movement. So the movement coming from your hips, from your belly. Allowing the arms to just release and roll. Shoulders to be released and relaxed. And coming back to your center. So from here, we're going to come into a wide leg forward bend. So just taking one foot forward, going sideways in your mat, rolling down, bringing the head down. Just starting to roll from side to side, bending into one leg, bending into the other. And walking your hands over to the right side. Inhale, right arm comes in. You can take the hand to your lower back if you wish to. And exhale, coming back, rolling to the other side. Nice gentle twist. Rolling back down. And from here, we're going to come into a little position called, well, the nickname is Heron in the Nest, or you can call it tripod headstand. But there are always options, so don't let that put you off. So you can just come down, placing your head down, and that can be enough. That can be a really nice inversion. And there's no weight into the head because your hands are there. And just enjoying that feeling of being upside down. If you want to go any higher, you can take the hands further towards you so that you make a 90-degree with the arms, with the elbows. And then Christine will be, yeah, nice demo. So just bringing the knees in, coming over the elbows. Yeah. So you're placing the knees on top of the elbows, on top of the arms. So making sure that you can take a nice, if you wish to take an alternative pose, you can take the hands forward, take a nice wide leg, downward facing dog. And if you wish to go on a tripod, just bringing the hands back. And then whenever you're ready, bringing the feet down and just coming into a child's pose if you've been upside down. And if you've been in that nice downward facing dog, you can maybe continue to roll side to side, or even you can take your hands, if you've got a wall handy, you can take the hands to a wall and start to walk the hips back and take a nice stretch through the spine against the wall. So taking whatever option feels nice. Yeah, you can take the hands on top of the tabletop. Yeah, and really let the hips come away. And then whenever you're ready, making your way back to your mat and just sinking down into a child's pose. Inhaling, coming up to all fours. Just stay a while longer if you feel you want to stay a while longer in child's pose, please feel free to do that. Otherwise, you can join me coming up to downward facing dog. This time, walking the feet towards the hands. So crawling forward, the hands can move too. Just relaxing the head down. You can start to walk the hands forward as you take the right leg up behind you. And start to open out. So start to open out to the right side, stacking one hip on top of another, and coming into a half moon pose. So flexing the foot behind you for balance, maybe raising the top arm. If you're feeling really nice and balanced, you might take the bottom hand up too. You're like, no. And then gently start to release, bringing the arm down, the foot down. Rolling up notch by notch. Take a big inhale. And exhale, rolling forward and down. Coming all the way down to your forward fold. And we'll come into the pose on the other side. So starting to walk the hands forward as you raise the left leg behind you. And very slowly start to spiral the hips, spiral open to your left side. So you can keep looking down as you spiral the hips. And then if you're feeling nice and steady over there, maybe lifting the top arm. Exhale, releasing, coming all the way down. And just releasing foot to foot. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding down. Take a big inhale, lifting up. And exhale, taking the hands behind you, interlacing the hands. And just soften the knees. A little roll around side to side. And take a big inhale, lifting from the chest. Exhale, rolling up and over, start to soften the knees as much as you like, bringing the arms and the hands up and over. Really releasing through the head, let the head be really heavy. If you wish to release the hands, you can do that too. Releasing the hands all the way down. Inhale, rising up to stand notch by notch. Take a big inhale and raising one arm straight up. I have to bend down so you can see me. And then tipping up and over, so let your other hand slide down your leg. Inhaling up and over. Coming back to stand. And taking both arms, lifting up. Exhaling, rolling up and over. Nice forward fold. This time just taking the hands and the arms behind your legs. Really folding right in. Let your head go completely. Maybe a few jaw circles while you're there, rolling the mouth around the jaw. And starting to crawl your way back to all fours. Untuck the toes and sink hips to heels, child's pose. And take any position you wish, maybe drawing the elbows back a little bit and taking them back towards your feet. And these can be wide or narrow hip distance. And just enjoy releasing and letting go with the breath. Inhale, rolling up to all fours. And just sort of tip a little bit forward. And releasing. Maybe not all the way back, just still rocking and rolling. Moving with your breath. Breathing in as you lengthen, finding space. Breathing out as you fold and rounding. And just allow the movements to get bigger and bigger. And releasing all the way down to the mat. Just sliding the arms forward so that the elbows come forward of the shoulders. I'll come back a little bit so you can see me too. And just slide the arms all the way forward, maybe coming slightly outwards. And as you breathe in, slide the hands back towards you, lifting up from the chest. And exhale, sliding back out. Twice more, breathing in. And easy exhale. One more time. Exhaling. So coming into bow pose now, you can bend one or two knees. If you're bending one, just take the other arm in front of you to balance. As you breathe in, lifting up the thigh, pressing your foot into your hand, and then lift from the chest. And exhale, releasing. Going for the other side, or going for both again. Starting with the feet pushing into your hands and lifting from the chest. And you can start to get a little bit of momentum going here if you wish. Maybe rocking forward and back or side to side, going for a roll. And roll all the way over from one side to another. And heading back to your center. Press down, take a big inhale, hips to heels, child's pose, releasing back. Maybe take a little walk with the palms over to one side, or you can stay and rest for a few more breaths, taking your own choices. Coming back to your center, rolling up towards you. You're just going to tip over to one side and bring the legs out in front. Stretching and pointing the toes a little. And take a big inhale, lifting up. And you roll forward, bring your belly towards your thighs, keeping your head between your arms. When you get to wherever you're getting to, take another inhale here, lifting up. And exhale, release. Worry about wherever you end up, just taking another breath in when you reach the edge. Just notice if you're holding tension in the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders. And we're just releasing the hands down by the side of your legs. So if it's easy to catch the end of your feet, you can go for that. Maybe adding a little sound to your breath. Gentle constriction or sipping of the breath through your throat area. And then gently releasing, rolling up. So shifting forward Bringing yourself forward behind the heels and then rolling down onto your back. And you're just going to engage the core. So taking both legs straight up. And your head's resting down on the mat. And start to let one leg go down all the way to the mat really slowly. Inhale, coming up to halfway. Exhale, going back down. One more time. Second inhale, lifting the leg all the way up. Going on the other side. As slowly as you can. Inhaling halfway. And release. One more time. And then lift the leg all the way up. This time taking the leg out to the side. You don't have to go all the way, but keep the other hip down. And rise up. And the other side. And come up. And then heading towards happy baby. Drawing the thighs down by the side of your ribs. And the hands can come to your shins or your top of your feet, either inside or outside. And maybe a little roll here from side to side. Maybe extending one leg, extending the other. Coming into one final hamstring stretch. Really stretching the legs straight up. And if you can, releasing the tailbone down towards the mat. If you can't reach the feet, that's fine. You can reach your shins. There's always a part of you can reach. And really working that tailbone down to the mat. So closing the lower back, connecting to the mat. Just drawing the knees in. Gentle hug. Gentle roll side to side. And then we're going to come into bridge pose. So bending the knees, soles of the feet on the mat, hip distance apart. And as we lift the hips, keeping the line of the knees so the knees don't splay out to the side, they stay nice and straight. So pressing the palms down by your side. As you breathe in, start to tilt the pelvis towards you, lift up the hips. Pressing down through the soles of your feet. You can stay here for a few breaths. Roll down bone by bone whenever you're ready, whenever you need. If you wish, you can float the arms up and back over your head. Whenever you're ready, rolling down over the arms, roll two, floating forward and down. If you wish to take a few rounds of rolling bridge with the breath, you can go for that. And then coming up, we're going to go in from shoulder stand and plow pose. Plow pose is when the feet come all the way up and over your head behind you.
And if you wish to grab a cushion or a pillow so that your feet can come into contact with the ground behind you, and you can do that now. And then getting ready for shoulder stand. And taking the hands down by your side, take a big inhale and roll all the way up, coming into like a 45 degrees with the legs behind you while you work the hands up your back, fingers facing up. Just bringing the shoulders or the elbows closer in towards each other. Just go nice and gently with the breath. Taking a few breaths here. From here, if you wish, you can take the legs down behind you. And if they make contact with the cushion or the ground, you can take your hands away, but otherwise just keep the hands on your back, supporting you. And start to extend the legs long behind you. And gradually soften the knees down. To roll down bone by bone, nice and slow. And gently hug the knees into your chest. Taking the arms out, rolling the knees from side to side. And when you're ready, you can start to move towards relaxation. Gently extending the legs long. And starting to release and relax. So allowing the feet to flop outwards. The arms a comfortable distance from your body. Hands can be up to open the shoulders. You've spent time on computer today. Or down to ground. Bring your attention to your feet. The toes. All of your foot. Arches. And the heel. And space beyond the feet. Breathing in all the way up the legs, back of the legs, connecting into the hips, the spine. Bring your attention to the muscles, stabilize your hips, flex the hips, extend the hips and gently release and relax the muscles around the pelvis, around the hips. And that will be heavy into the mat.
Breathing up the spine, bone by bone. And space between each bone as we move upwards in your mind. Space and bone. Space and bone. All the way up to your shoulders, out. Releasing the arms, the fingers, the palms. And space beyond the palms. Moving all the way back up into the neck area, the throat. Nourishing your thyroid, parathyroid, thymus gland a little lower, and the collarbones. Resetting your energy levels. And letting fresh oxygen all the way up into your head. Crown of your head. Space beyond the crown of your head. Just resting in this space. Being. Ready, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. In your own time, drawing the knees in over your chest, rolling over to one side, maybe the right side, away from your heart. Heading back to a seat. Always an option to stay where you are. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more, breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Easy exhale. Bring your hands back to your heart. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your light. Namaste. Sleep well tonight.